Hey, I am very excited here today. The MeepoV3 has arrived and I have been waiting to get my hands on this. The third generation, well technically the fourth generation if you count the 1.5, you got the 1, the 1.5, the 2, the 2P, the 3, maybe the fifth generation. It's called the MeepoV3 and it has a plethora of improvements over the V2. I have to admit, there's always something special about opening up the box, and I just love when Meepo redesigned the look and feel of these boards to be more sleek. The black finish across the board is absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a striking board. I love that the grip, the handle continuing on with the MeepoV3. Now the NLS, beautiful board, don't get me wrong, but I tell you what, as someone that lives in the city and is on trams, trains, picking up the board to get over some hills or take a quick shortcut before I jump back on my board, this is the sole reason I would get a V3 over the NLS. I'd get extended range battery in here and I'd do the V3 all the way. Forget all the comfy improvements. This handle, I'm telling you, beautiful. On the back here, absolutely beautiful finish. It just feels so nice, such a nice looking board. We're still going plastic here for the casings, but they're a lot more durable. 2 minutes to change the battery apparently, so we can get these screws on and off really quickly. We'll test that out. It looks like we've got some heat sinks over here, which is brilliant. The polyurethane wheels, 90mm 78A. So with the V3, we're looking, well, they're boasting about 3,000 kilometers on these wheels, which is absolutely phenomenal. What's really cool with the V3 is the brushings. So they've included 2 extra sets of brushings with the included 90A brushings, which will suit most riders. If you're a lighter rider, you might want to go for the 83A. If you're a bit of a heavier rider and you need firmer brushings, you might want to go with the 96. I will throw up a chart here that'll give you a rough idea of your weight and sort of the ideal brushings for your ride to be most comfortable for you. Now we've got shredded trucks here on the Meepo board, which is pretty much standard across their range, except for some of their other boards. Great, just great trucks all around. Top speed of 45 kilometers an hour or 25 miles an hour. We're looking at a range of about 11 miles or 17 kilometers. We will be testing that also. Hub motors, now this is another big improvement also with the ESC. So the ESC, we're boasting about 30% increased power from the V2, which is absolutely incredible. With the new ESC also comes smoother acceleration coupled with the brand new remote here. We're going to get a smoother acceleration curve. It's going to be a lot more predictable. Same with the braking. The braking should be a lot smoother and predictable. It's no longer going to jolt you when you brake, or your acceleration isn't going to throw you back instantly if you're not in a 100% prepared position all the time. Now that's the new AC Meepo extremely proud of. You know, and I saw the unboxing video with Kieran, and you know he was kind of being really honest with the Meepo ESCs in the past, and look, I have to agree with him that they weren't the best. They would be a little bit unpredictable. They'd be a bit jolty. Sometimes, you know, the braking would just have a bit of a delay, so you go to brake and then you'd start. So like when you prepared yourself and then it actually happened, it was a little bit off. So unless you're really familiar with your board and how it acted, it could be a little bit disorientating. But just huge boastings for this new SC, so I can't wait to take this out and give it a test. And you'll see my first impressions when we take it out on the road. Battery, we're talking 140 watt battery with standard, which means it is travel safe. You can come in the cabin luggage, you can have these in backpack. I don't know how you transport your skateboard, if you still have to check that in. I've never flown with a skateboard, but the battery you can travel with, which is really cool. 4 ride modes with the remote. Oh my God, the remote. It feels so good in the hand. I love this remote. We no longer have the hole with the hook in it, so we can't do this little spinny thing when we're just chilling and hanging out. But I tell you what, this feels beautiful. It is so soft. It fits perfectly in the hand. The wheel, the resistance on the wheel is perfect. So you can get really nice smooth acceleration. Coupled with the new ESC and the remote, this is going to be an absolute dream to ride it. I feel it already. The remote, I love that we now have a screen on the remote, which is so cool. So we can adjust our 4 ride modes. We got low, medium, high, and pro. I think low caps you. Now we should be able to kickstart. Absolutely love that. We don't have to turn our board around and hold the power button. We can just start rolling and away we go. So low, it's capped here 10 kilometers an hour. Beautiful beginner sort of speeds. We go up to medium, jumps us up to about 24 kilometers an hour. And then high should take us to the max speed, 45 kilometers an hour. Now, even just hearing that here, that acceleration, very smooth up to the 45. So I already have such high hopes of this ESC. Now here's the remote, and look at that screen, absolutely beautiful. So we can see current speed. Now we are in the low mode here in the bottom left. Braking mode, pro. Now to change that mode, we hold back on the remote, on the wheel, and then we push the mode button there. As you can see, that changes the braking mode from low, medium, high, and pro. So that's gonna be interesting to see the different braking curves when we take it out. Thumb not on the wheel, we push it, and we're just gonna get, if we look bottom left, it's gonna be ride modes. We got low, medium, high, and pro. And we can see here the top speeds on the remote. 24 kilometers an hour on medium restricts you. Switch over to high. That takes us up to the top speed of 45. In pro mode, top speed will be the same, but the acceleration curve will be a lot quicker. So you're gonna reach that top speed a lot faster. Top left, we have remote battery. Top right, we have the board battery. Need a little bit of charging here. And then we also have the odometer, which I actually haven't ridden that. That's just me doing this. But absolutely love this new remote. It feels so nice in the hands. Like, you just need to experience this for yourself. Well done, Meepo. I'm not going to miss that hook thing. And you compare it to the Knight Rider remote, which just seems like a security guard's flashlight. I haven't actually held one of those. It might be beautiful in the hand, but this, for me, so far, probably the best remote Meepo has ever produced. Well done on the remote. Oh, look at that, it just feels so good. Well, that should pretty much sum up the specs. Look of the board. There's only one thing now left to do, and that's to take this bad boy out on the road and test everything we've been talking about here. Hopefully it lives up to expectations. The new ESC, the new wheels, the dual 540 watt hub motors, just across the board improvements made over the V2. I almost forgot, you got your battery charging here, and what's it's the little touches like this, including your charging remote with a really nice adapter here that you can just go from USB Type-C to your Lightning, and you even got your micro USB there. So no matter what phone you have, you're gonna be able to plug in to your board and charge your phone. Now, look, honestly, I would probably never use this because I'd want as much battery in my board as possible, and generally my phone's charged at the start of the day. And living in the city, it's quite easy to get to a charge point, but if you're a bit more regional, remote, maybe you didn't charge your phone, you're stranded, and you're on your board, I mean, it's great to have. You just got to remember to have your charging cable in your backpack, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? All right, this is probably the most excited I've been all month. Let's take this out onto the road. Let's walk through the settings, shall we, hey? So low, very slow, 10 kilometers an hour. Painful. I'm walking pace. Medium. Bit quicker acceleration curve. Still very manageable. Caps us out at about 23 kilometers. Very nice, very smooth, great sort of gradual beginner stuff. Like if you're just sort of starting out on this board. Let's go into high. Let's test out this new ESC. Oh, that's a very nice curve. That acceleration is spot on. We're doing about 32 kilometers an hour. It feels like nothing. 33, 34. That's beautiful. That's really smooth. I'm very impressed. Meepo, you've done it. This ESC. This feels just like a hobby wing. That beautiful curve, acceleration curve. I can just full crank straight away, boom. Full acceleration on high, and it's such a nice, easy, gradual acceleration up to like 33 kilometers an hour. That is beautiful. Hard brakes. That's lovely. Wow. So we got braking mode low at the minute, and you just slam on the brakes, slam, and you come to a gentle stop. Wow. I love this carry handle. Absolutely love it. That is nice. That's really nice. All right, let's just take a moment to recap. That was smooth. That was really smooth. Oh, so 30% more power with this ESC. Dual 540 watt motors in the wheels. This remote, the wheel, so smooth up and down, and those ride modes, low, medium and high. I can just immediately high, just slam it full on, and it is a beautiful, nice curve straight up to 33 kilometers an hour. This is by far the best board Meepo has produced. As a whole package, I gotta go for another ride. Let's take this into pro mode, see what we can do. Ooh, here we go. Whoa! Immediately the acceleration is just so much quicker. Oh, whoa, there we go. 37, cyclist. Be gracious as we overtake. Just breeze past them. Pro mode, I tell you what. Wow, what a kick. A little bit of wobble. We might need to tighten up those trucks. Oh, just 40 kilometers. Absolutely insane. Oh, wow. That speed straight off the bat. If you're not ready for that, kick, you're gonna come off, I'm telling you. Here we go. Whoa, straight on. That is too much fun. Oh man. Whoa. Meepo. That is insane. I guarantee you, Pro Mode MeepoV3, you're gonna be taking off cloak to belt driven boards. I'm telling you right now. insane speed. Wow, I probably wouldn't use this pro mode as an everyday cruising around the city, especially traffic and cars. Like if you're not on a path, I mean, unless you know you're a super expert, but I tell you what, if you just want a nice ride and you're just starting out on this board, medium high, you can just crank that straight away, full power, full throttle, and it's such a nice gradual acceleration to the top speed of around 33, 34, depending on ride weight and the hill. Oh, wow. I love this board. 0 to 30 in 8.4 seconds, was it? I believe it. Let's test it out, shall we? Full stop. Pro mode. Here we go. Set the timer. 30. Wow. Okay, so we've been riding the Meepo for about an hour now, just cruising up and down the beach, and I have to say, fantastic. Well, there's not much more to say. The ESC, as promised, way improved over the MeepoV3. This is as close as a hobby wing as you're going to get. I think they modeled the curves very much after that. So those looking, well, Meepo ESCs, they aren't great. The V3, don't say that until you've tried the V3. The medium, the high, if you're just kind of a beginner, the medium curve, good. But even if like you're a veteran, you just want to take it easy and cruise through traffic at a traffic light, or you know, you can just slam that remote on full force and you'll get a nice gradual acceleration. It's not going to jolt you back, it's not going to throw you off. The same with the braking. Now the braking with this remote and board comes 4 different modes. There's low, medium, high and pro. I tell you what though, I've been using braking mode low this entire time and I've found it the best. I've loved the gentle braking curve. It's brilliant. I mean, unless you really wanted to come to a bang halt straight away, you could increase that, but it does jump quite quickly after that low. So the medium, high and pro, the medium, yeah, it's similar. It's a little bit harsher, but you do notice it immediately, the different braking curve. Braking in pro mode, if you're going at high speeds, probably wouldn't recommend it. Just from what I've been playing around with, it's very harsh, and if you're not 100% ready to go for braking, you're probably going to get thrown off. You can't just slam it down. At the same time, if you are quite gradual with the braking and your finesse is there, you can do it, but you'd end up emulating the low braking mode anyway, so why wouldn't you just have it in low if you're doing that gradual curve? So braking mode low, maybe low is the wrong term for it. It's the smooth, it should be braking mode smooth, because it's by far the smoothest and gentlest curve. You've done it. Like, I was a bit skeptical when Kieran was talking about this new ESC and saying it's miles ahead of the V2. He was spot on, 100%. 30% increased power to the 540 watt hub motor wheels. It's there, you feel it. Even in high, you smack it on, you got that gentle curve, you can still feel that torque to the wheels. And then you put it into pro mode. If you weren't convinced at that point, you put it into pro mode, that thing will send you flying. I can't wait to compare this with some of the other boards out there and just off the line, even comparing it with some belt driven boards. It is straight away, you put the power on and boom, you're off. It's absolutely incredible. In my opinion, this is, from initial first thoughts, probably the best board overall Meepo has produced at this price point.